Sonic Superstars has made a huge introduction at the Gamescom 2023 to the public, but more information has been revealed on what's going on behind the scenes. Most of it is surrounding 2 new stages and more insight on the multiplayer aspect, including some behind the scenes concept art. Which begs the question, how does the development of Superstars differ from previous iterations? How are the gimmicks conceptualized with multiplayer in mind? And most importantly, will this game be meant for the classic experience or a new multiplayer one? Let's break it down. But first, if you haven't already, make sure to watch this video as it goes over some of the multiplayer aspects of what you can expect. Anyways, there was a demo shown for certain individuals that show a little bit more than what was presented at Gamescom, specifically on 2 other stages known as PINBALL Carnival and Cyber Station, where the former contains more of the classic gimmicks we're used to, like pinballs, casinos, and those dreaded barrels. But I want to talk about the newest stage, Cyber Station, and how unique it is to Sonic Superstars. It's noted that a lot of these gimmicks presented in this stage are extremely quirky and turn Sonic and friends into squids, rockets, and even other voxel forms. It seems like the stage is mostly made up of different minigames with the aspect of multiplayer in mind, which was described to fit in with the multiplayer very well. But this is mostly due to how the camera works in these parts of the stages. This has probably been the biggest discrepancy when it comes to Superstars, and that is how the camera is going to handle all 4 players at once. Though it does seem like the camera is zoomed out, it does borrow elements from the new Super Mario Bros., where you can use a button to teleport yourself back to the focused player. However, there has been several comments on this particular action, where even though it's very helpful, it is still a little bit iffy. Of course, Sega has plenty of time to tweak the camera algorithm to make the tracking a lot better for players, so hopefully they do so accordingly. But besides that, we also get to see some of the thought process behind some of the actual gimmicks itself, provided with some concept art that was made by Oshima, one of the original designers for Sonic the Hedgehog back in the day. We get to see some of the vines and tunnels that were seen in Speed Jungle, along with the pulley gimmick seen throughout the stages to achieve rings, and even some of these high-rising platforms that might have something to do with Cyber Station. It's just fascinating to finally see the thought process Sega has for level design, especially considering it hasn't been the best aspect in recent years. But I'm just glad that Naoto Oshima is back on board and is adding that surreal touch that we're seeing in games such as Sonic CD. But what do you guys think of the gimmick? Do you think the overall gimmick of the multiplayer aspect is a plus to the game, or are you more excited about the individual gimmicks that have that classic feel that we're all used to? Whatever your answer is, make sure that you subscribe to keep up with all this momentum. It only takes about 2 seconds for this absolutely free content. And of course, you can change your mind later. Mr. Bane out.